Should I take CliftonStrengths again? What if I do not resonate with my results? Here are the 8 most frequently asked questions about CliftonStrengths, formerly known as StrengthsFinder, and their answers from a Gallup certified CliftonStrengths coach. My name is Ruben, and I am a Gallup certified CliftonStrengths coach, working mostly with Fortune 100 companies with more than 2 decades of experience, speaking to tens of thousands of people. Recently, a client sent me this testimonial that got me thinking. I had taken the CliftonStrengths assessment twice over the last 15 years through programs at 2 large multinational companies. When I recently took it again with Ruben as the strengths coach, I got more out of the results than both of the previous experiences combined. Well, after a few minutes of patting myself on the back, I realized that not everyone is able to experience the fun and learning about CliftonStrengths from me in person. Because I get asked tons of questions about CliftonStrengths all the time, I put together this video with the 8 most common questions and their answers. Stay to the end because the answer will shock you. Question number 1, why CliftonStrengths? The short answer is that focusing on your strengths is your best chance of success and life fulfillment. If you want the long answer, check out this video I made here. Question number 2, does CliftonStrengths help outside of work? First of all, I love this question because it means people are thinking outside the box and actually trying to apply things they learn. The short answer is yes. CliftonStrengths is very helpful outside of work. Here's the longer answer. Many people who are familiar with CliftonStrengths learn about it in a work context and have learned that individuals who focus on their strengths are 6 times more likely to be engaged at work. Part of this means that you will actually like waking up on Mondays and going to work. But did you know that teams also benefit from focusing on strengths as well? And the biggest lever to employee performance is actually their direct supervisor or manager. Companies who focus on their employee strengths see anywhere from 11.4 to 20.4% more profit, 9 to 15% increased employee engagement, sales going up by 10.3 to 19.3%, and anywhere from 5.8 to 71.8 points less turnover. Okay, so you did know that. That's probably because you already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Did you also know that people who focus on their strengths are 3 times more likely to report having an excellent quality of life? I have coached people and personally applied strengths to all of these areas of life: school, romantic relationships, friendships, parenting, health and fitness, and even how to read the Bible. Check out this playlist for the videos I have made on those topics. Question number 3, should I take the assessment again? I hear this question all the time, and in 99% of the time, it works every time. Hold on, wrong statistic. Most of the time, my advice is to not take the assessment again. I will give a caveat in the next section. This is because 99% of the time, after taking the assessment again, I hear this next question. Question 4, my results changed. Well, so you took the assessment again and the results you got are different. Before I dive into why, here's a little bit of the science to explain the results. Gallup has done a ton of research and testing on this. A very oversimplified answer is that 73% of the time, if you retake the assessment, you will get the same results. With that said, 27% is still quite a lot to get a different result. Most of the time, what I see is that people's top 10 just get moved around a little bit and you get a different order with a few outliers moving up into your results or moving out. Because I speak to thousands of people every year, what I am seeing is more and more of these cases where assessment results have pretty dramatic changes. Something like the bottom moves all the way up to the top 10 or 5, or talent themes in the top 5 move to the bottom. Before I tell you what to do to reconcile the differences, here are 7 reasons your results might change. Number 1, you experience a major life change: marriage, divorce, death, or even new life with kids. Motives: your conscious or subconscious brain might not like your results or think that the results are not good. You didn't take the first attempt seriously, or you want to be something or someone different. There are other reasons that you might want to manipulate the results. Either in the past or now, you are forced to think and operate differently because of your roles and responsibilities at work or at home. You might have thought too much about your answers. The last assessment you took was more than 10 years ago, or you took it when you were under 25. This is because adult brains do not fully develop until you're around 25. You also could have taken the assessment in a non-native language. So how do you reconcile the differences? Let me tell you when I answer the next most commonly asked question. Question number 5. I do not resonate with my results. First of all, don't worry. There are many reasons why you might not resonate with the results. Let me walk you through them all and show you what to do. The most common reason is because you do not realize that not everyone sees the world like you do. Because of that, you do not think anything special or unique about the way you think, feel, and act. The first thing you can do is to read your results to your significant other, close friends, and family. If they smile and chuckle, that's your first sign that your results actually are you and you just don't realize it. The second common reason is the same as what you heard as an answer to why people's results change in question number 4. So go back and check that out. Also, you might not fully understand the depth and nuance of the talent theme, or even are misled by the name of the talent theme and haven't dove into the nitty-gritty details of what that talent theme is about. Some common examples are with communication, where you do not see yourself as a great communicator, or relator because it takes you a while to warm up to people, or maybe competition because you never played sports or don't like competition. You do not think the results are good and you have only heard the negative aspects as feedback. Some examples might be woo or communication, where you are told you talk too much, or belief because you have been told that you are stubborn. There are a few statements in your results that you do not resonate with. This is because your results, your top 5, are all categories or talent themes. The grouping is made up of individual talents. You can think of each sentence in your result as a talent. Even if the talent theme is number 1, you might not resonate with every sentence in that talent theme. Whatever the reason for you to not resonate with your results, or even if you have taken the assessment multiple times, here is what you can do. Reorder your talent themes. That's right. I love this exercise for many reasons. It gives you the freedom to take yourself out of the box you felt like you were put into. One way you can do this is to use this free resource download that you can get here. Write down your top talent themes and every day check off how many times you acted, felt, or thought in line with that talent theme. You can use this guide to then reorder your talent themes. Well, why would you take the time to reorder your talent themes? Let me answer that in the next frequently asked question. Number 6, why should I focus on my top 5? Gallup CliftonStrengths has 34 talent themes and your results include your top 5 of 34. These indicate your natural patterns of thought, feeling, and behavior. Those patterns are what Gallup research has shown will be your most likely path to success. So if you were to take number 1 and compare it to number 34, 1 hour spent investing into number 1 will give you exponentially greater results than focusing on 34. Even number 2 is going to have a much smaller return on investment than number 1. If you were to give me $10, would you rather I give you back $11 or $1,000? Focusing on number 4 is like getting back $11, and focusing on number 1 is like getting back $1,000. So focusing on your top 5 is the most likely way to get the greatest return on your time investment. Question number 7. Will the results tell me what career I should be in? Whether you are fresh out of high school or college, or you are leaving an already seasoned career, many people want to know if they are in the right job or career based on their CliftonStrengths results. The short answer is no. CliftonStrengths does not inherently tell you which career or job you should be in. However, there are some hints or fields that might be more likely to resonate with you based on your results. Now, the culture of the company and your direct manager are probably going to have much bigger impact than your job title or job description. With that said, one thing your CliftonStrengths results will do is help you enjoy any job better and even perform at higher and better levels. You can do this by figuring out what things you do best that align with your position and company goals, then do that as much as you can while minimizing things that you don't like doing and are not good at. This simple formula is to do more of what you're good at and less of what you're not good at. Okay, before we get to the last question and answer, let me know in the comments which questions I answered, or if you have any other questions that I did not answer. Question number 8. What do I do now that I know my results? Well, now that you know your results, you want to turn knowledge into performance. Check out this video with 12 practical tips on what to do next.